channels. The Nasser's piece with Stuart Broad in the changing rooms is up there. I'm sure you can get Dinesh Karthik's views on the Fab Four if you'd like to hear them. If you're with us this morning, actually, there's a nice feature with Gareth Copley-Jones, the photographer who's got a book out, all proceeds going to the Motor Neurone Disease Association, his 20-year look at following the England cricket team through its in that book. This is where we are. England 119 for 2 after a very poor morning when they allowed New Zealand to get through to 391. Got some diligent batting in reply, especially from Emilio Gay. All seamers used for New Zealand. They're a bit wayward, especially Jameson with the new ball. Rourke has bowled nicely, if a fraction short. As ever, recently, the pick of the seamers, Nathan Smith, 1 for 20 from his 5. 391 then, New Zealand. Good effort that from 188 for 5, powered by Glenn. Smith, 1 for 20 from his 5. 391 then, New Zealand. Good effort that from 188 for 5, powered by Glenn. Trailing still by 272. Okay, short break from us. Hopefully we'll have better news on the other side. Okay, short break from us. Hopefully we'll have better news on the other side.
मेरो पटा coming back tomorrow, getting stuck in.
Where's the game lie, do you think?
I think it's probably pretty much in the balance. They've obviously near enough 300 now, but I think that's probably not far off par on that wicket.
Overcast today, might be a nice day to bowl. If they can pick it up this morning, clean up that New Zealand lower order and Glenn Phillips, I think they'd be very happy and in a pretty good position.
Anywhere between 330 and 350 we'll be pretty happy with, and anything more is bonus.
Goes to the boundary, and Glenn Phillips goes to 50, his 6th Test 50. In the air, Archer's down there, but it beats Archer. Back-to-back boundaries. That's going to go to Duckett. Is it going to go over Duckett? No, he's put it down. Would you believe it?
This is hurting England. New Zealand have their 350.
Yeah, bowled him. Jameson, castled by Jacob Bethel.
Unquestionably New Zealand's morning. A little nudge into the offside brings joy and a lifetime memory to Glenn Phillips,
who has registered his maiden Test match 100. Almost gone straight up the chimney. Josh Chung makes no mistake. Banged away. There's a man out there, and it is straight into his hands. England get themselves off the park. He has made a very special knock here at the Oval.
Now, it's a good pitch, and England may very well bat well themselves. They'll have to. Driven.
Frustration for Henry, delight for Duckett. Some stick in the back of the box here from Atherton. Duckett. Duckett.
On day 2, 118 for 2. To New Zealand posted 391.
What a very special day for Glenn Phillips, making his maiden Test match century. Pretty ordinary from England with the ball. New Zealand at the start of the day, 291 for 7. You heard Glenn Phillips in that piece there saying 350 would be good. They got 391. In reply, with the rain lightly falling here at the Oval, players have taken tea. England 119 for 2, trailing by 272. Some covers are on, but the players don't think it's going to be too much of a delay because they're not going up into the dressing room. So the covers are on, but the players are off. Hopefully we'll get some action very, very soon. Meanwhile, Benedict takes us back 50 years to a long, hot summer which saw a fast bowler light up this famous old ground. Meanwhile, Benedict takes us back.
In 1976, Prime Minister Harold Wilson stunned the political world by announcing his resignation. Romanian gymnast Nadia Comaneci made history at the Montreal Olympics by scoring the first ever perfect 10. Concorde.
Commercial flights, ushering in a new era of supersonic travel. And on the eve of the first test against the West Indies, England's captain said the words that would continue to haunt him for years.
The West Indians, these guys, if they get on top, they're magnificent cricketers. But if they're down, they grovel. And I intend, with the help of Closey and a few others, to make them grovel.
I'll regret that to my dying day. And probably beyond.
Why I would use the word grovel, I don't know. I can tell you that I was upset because I was being interviewed by a bloke who, kept sort of building up the West Indies. I mean, here I was, the England captain. We were about to embark upon a series against the West Indies, who are a good side. Although they just lost 5-1 in Australia, and I'd seen it. I'd been commentating on it. And so that was a bit of the background to it. And when he started to pump them up as being the greats, I said, well, hang on.
Tony Gregg being from a South African background, coming from a country of apartheid,
using that particular word just did not go down very well.
You know, he can't make comments like that about the West Indies team. It's almost as if he's saying, okay, these guys are, when things are bright and breezy and everything is going well, they are fine. As soon as anything tough comes along, they fall apart. And we intended to show him that was not the case.
Because it was coming from a white South African sort of thing. And when you talked about groveling, you think, well, hey, this is a war that sort of fired up a lot of the players. And I suppose when he came into bat, they got about 5 yards quicker.
And my attitude was, look, if we can just get on top, if we can get on top and lead them 1-0, then we'll nail them. Which is what I should have said. But I used the word grovel, and of course, with my background using the word grovel, I got exactly what I deserved. I think if you talk to the England batsmen that played with him at the time, they'll all tell you that they didn't want to be batting with Tony Greig, because whenever he was at the crease, the West Indian bowlers seemed to get a bit quicker.
Mikey particularly was pretty strong about a lot of things, and so was Viv. They thought a lot of what we were doing. And it was not a black power situation or anything like that. It's just that we wanted to do well, and they were strong in their beliefs in all sorts of stuff. So when they heard that sort of situation, yes, it did. It gave them that impetus that was needed.
Oh dear me. Because they had a lot of fast bowlers, didn't they? And as a batsman, you start to think about, what did he say that for? Isn't that going to inspire the fast bowlers? Aren't they going to bowl a yard or two faster? And, you just thought that was Greggy, he's always up for it, and a kamikaze pilot sort of thing, and thought, well, he doesn't have to make those sort of statements, let's go in and just play cricket. He was...
Raised it was.
Already 2-0 down in the series, the final act of humiliation for Greig came under cloudless skies at the Oval. Viv Richards pulverised England's bowlers, hitting a career-best 291.
But England's